Um, so scene 8 is kind of like scene 7, where it's set in the same. No, it's not set in the same place, but it's always the scene's always in one kind of place, and this place is Axel's house, and this is where David and Petra comes and talks to Axel, basically saying, "Oh, I have the basically telling Axel that Petra has the powers, and she's like one of the most powerful telekinesis kind of thingy." And it's just like, oh, you've got basically it's just like this ramble with them three characters saying, oh, you need to like take care of it, you need to train, you need to be kind of thing. And basically, after when that has finished, before they're about to leave, Axel gives gives David this map. Basically, he's just saying, oh, this might be useless to you, but take it anyway. And it's like a map of this, like a little island, or like a little place, where it doesn't properly tell you what it is, but we assume that it's like a place where fringe people are roam to free, like are free to roam, and have this like little civilized. This is gonna be a word I can't pronounce. Civilized. I'm not even gonna pronounce it, but a little city like the pure people do, and basically, Axel tells them, because there's a group of them that they all have telekinesis. Tells them to go. You need to go now. You need to go to this place. And they're like, why don't you come? And he's just like, no, I'm too old. I can't do this anymore. And basically, and then at the end, it's like a goodbye thing. It's just like Petra, they'll understand why you have to leave. Don't worry, you're going to a place where there's no fear, where you can't say and think whatever you want. The most important thing, Petra. That's why you need to leave here, Petra. You're a special child. And just saying, are we? It's like, now go, and it gives him a hug. And basically directed this in one bit. It was kind of plain and boring kind of setup, but it was really hard to kind of direct, like, and put interest in the scene, because there was nothing much we could do with it. Like the map piece of it, we put a chair in the corner where the map was under it. Basically, you had to use the chair as a chest kind of thing. Like, went under the chair, grabbed it, and put the chair back down, and gave them because we had a real map piece that we made for the play, and then it's basically at the end it's just like, oh, bye, and then the last thing that Axel says is, maybe you'll come back one day, come back to a different place, and I'll go quickly. Basically implementing that there's this change happening. There's this change happening to society, where either this new telekinesis, pure looking bred people, or the new humans kind of thing, are building this new that word again, civilization, something like that. But basically, yeah. So building a new human kind of race, like where fringe people and more human people can join together to create this one big society, and not be difference, not be like this conflict between them two. And basically, that's kind of what the play is kind of about, like finding, like, creating this new human, and creating peace between everybody, because throughout the whole, like, human race, there's always been conflict about anything. There's never been grouping, even though we say now that there's that there's peace between everybody. There's still people who don't disagree with that, and still hate different races because the way they look or the way they act. And basically, what we're trying to say through this play, that for all these thousand years, even the nuclear bombs have gone off and they've killed most of humanity, there's still these conflicts between two kinds of people. And we're saying that there's always that kind of conflict. However, there's this new kind of breed now that might create this connection between them both. So that's what's basically Axel's kind of trying to say. And after that, they walk off, and then Mark comes on to do his monologue as well. And that is scene. Let me check scene. What? Scene 8. Yeah, scene 8.